So you know that social media works and you know that you need to start using social media as a business or as an employee. But the question is, have you got these 8 topics covered in your social media strategy? Yes, a strategy. You need a strategy for social media the same way you need a strategy if you're setting up a business. So let's look at the 8 topics that you need to make sure that you have got covered. Now, most people, when they think of social media, they think, it's another responsibility. It's another thing that I've got to do. And I've already got 1,001 things that I need to cover or work on. So everybody gets stressed out and everyone thinks, it's way too much. But this is where a social media strategy comes into play, because if you haven't got the time and you haven't got the resources or expertise, a social media strategy can help take that load off you, simply because it gives you an effective and measurable way of looking at what you need to do and how you need to do it, and if you're successful at doing it. So let's look at the points. Point number 1, make sure that you're not building on borrowed land. Or as Joe Paluzzi says from Content Marketing Institute, don't build on rented land. This is a simple thing. This is like, imagine that you're building on a house that isn't yours. You're constantly doing that house up. You're making it look pretty. You're doing everything that you can. And people are coming and they're saying, that's a nice house. Then all of a sudden, the landlord says to you, you've got to get out. You'll be in shock. All that work, all that hard work that you've done to make it look good, and now you've got to get out. That's the same with social media. If Facebook really wanted to shut you down, they could shut down your page and you wouldn't be able to do a thing about it. You've built your audience on social media, but now they've shut you down. So now what are you going to do? This is why you need a website, somewhere that is your own, to direct people to. So if you've got social media, all social media channels should divert people to your website in the end. So you should build up a subscribers list. Now, a simple way to do this is using something called MailChimp. MailChimp is useful for a lot of marketers, a lot of people that are in business, they use MailChimp. MailChimp is powerful because it allows you to build up a list of emails that basically are yours and no one can take away from you. So that's the powerful thing about MailChimp. So you need to be looking at that. Have you got a website set up? And is it set up so that all your social media accounts go directly to it? Also, another tip I'd like to throw in, make sure it's a responsive designed website. Responsive as in the sense of when you look on your mobile, it responds to the device that you're looking on. So it will automatically make it easier to navigate through your mobile, as opposed to pinch and grabbing in and buffering and loading up and all that kind of stuff. Because as soon as that happens, someone's going to go to another site. So keep that in mind as well. So yeah, do not build on borrowed land. That's point number 1. Point number 2. Point number 2 is simple. It's strategy. Now, what do you want to achieve from social media? So you've decided you want to use it, but why do you want to use it? Are you just using it because everyone else is using it? Or have you got a strategy? Do you want to become an authoritative figure within social media for your industry? Like if you're a builder, do you want to become an authority locally on social media? Like, is that what you want to do? A simple way of doing that would be to put out how-to videos of basic DIY type of stuff that you can put out there. Now, why is this useful? This is useful simply because people will see this, people will share this, and it's useful information that people could practically do, and it's establishing you as a teacher. Now, if you're established as a teacher, you're going to be the go-to person if someone has a problem. So when someone needs a builder, who are they going to go to? Let's think about that one for a second. Another option might be you want to build volunteers, you want to build advocates for your brand. Like, this is done through building relationships, and you can do this through building utility, giving utility, useful information that people can use. It's a powerful way to do it. Now, with building advocates, you've got to be consistently giving something of value to them. So you need to become almost like a daily habit to that person. So think of things like that. Is that what you want to achieve? Do you want to reach more people? Do you want to get more likes? Do you want to convert more people into sales or leads, as they say? This is why you can put yourself above competitors. This is why social media is the way forward. So that is just one option. Point number 3 is target demographic. Who is your target demographic? Who is your target market? Whose attention do you want to grab? This is what you got to ask yourself. Where are they? How old are they? What gender are they? Like, do they live locally or are they international? These are the types of questions that you need to ask yourself. Now, once you narrow this down, you can better understand the person that you're trying to attract. And this will come into play later on a later question. But pain points, you can't understand people's pain points and how you can give value to people unless you understand who are the people that you're trying to target. Point number 4, what are their pain points? Now, this comes on from a previous question. So you know their target demographic, you know their information. Now you've got to look at what are their pain points. What problems are they facing on a daily basis? What solution can you offer? Now, the more you understand someone's problem, the more you're going to be able to help someone. And at the end of the day, that's what we all want to do. We all want to help someone. The same way I want to help you guys become better marketers. I've got to understand what are your pain points? What are you struggling with? What are the things that you're a bit questionable about, or you have a bit of doubt about, or you need some support and help with? Like, you've got to take the same approach with the people that you're looking to target. So if you're in something that's delivering something within a community in the non-profit sector, and you're looking to attract more people to come to an activity or get involved with the community to help develop it, then you've got to think, okay, what are the problems within that community? What are the pain points? As soon as you understand the pain points, then you can try to demonstrate that you understand these pain points, which will then bring people forward. Because once people understand that you understand them, they are more likely to approach you and get involved or take part in something, whatever it is that you're doing. So yeah, that's point number 4. Point number 5. So what platform and what medium do you want to use? Now, platform is anything from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, anything like that. That is a platform. Now, your target market is going to be on a certain platform. They might be on all of them, but certain platforms they're definitely going to be on. So don't be thinking, I'm going to set up a Twitter because everyone's got a Twitter. Don't be thinking that. You've got to look at where is your target demographic. Where are most of them? If you're looking to target 18 to 24s, you know most likely Snapchat and Instagram are going to be the key places where you need to be. It's as simple as that. So don't just go where the crowd is going, go where your target market is, because that way you're not going to waste your efforts. Secondly, you need to decide what is going to be your choice of medium. So are you going to choose written blogs? Is that going to be your choice? Are you going to choose visual? So pictures, design, those types of things? Or are you going to pick video? Like, video for me right now in 2016 is the most powerful thing, and it has taken over, and it's going to continue to take over even more so. This is one of the main reasons why I'm doing video, but also because I can't stand writing. Writing just doesn't work for me. I know that it isn't one of my strengths, but I feel that video, I feel comfortable making videos. I don't feel uneased, or it's quite productive for me because I can do things fast. But you've got to work to whatever your strengths are. Now, this comes under auditing yourself and being honest with yourself, and ask somebody else that is around you, what is your strength? Do you think written, blog, or visual pictures? Which one do you think is better suited to you? You've got to ask someone around you. If you're not able to examine yourself honestly and look at whether you can do something or not, me, myself, like I said, video is the best way. So you've got to decide your best way. But if you can do video in 2016, it's going to make life a lot easier. If you've got a fear about video, like I know some people do, then you just got to get over it. It's serious. If you want something bad enough, you have just got to get over it. At the end of the day, you look exactly the same on video as what you do in real life, but you don't lock yourself in your home. So just do it. That's what I say. Just do it. Point number 6, where are your target market already gathering? Where are they hanging around? What pages are they hanging around on and commenting on? Where are they going to watch videos and commenting on videos? You need to find out where they're gathering and hanging around, so then you can go into those places and build relationships. Build relationships, just talk to people, don't spam. Don't go in there and start posting, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and trying to just spam people. It doesn't work like that. You need to go in and build relationships, give honest value, and if you're really interested in people that have similar things to you, then you just need to be yourself. Just be yourself as you would in real life. It's exactly the same. A lot of people, when they jump on social media, they turn into this other person. But you need to picture, if you was going to a party and you was meeting a new crowd of people, you wouldn't go in there just spamming everyone with, I do this, I do that. Well, at least like some people don't anyway. But you wouldn't jump in there and just spamming it. Like, you just wouldn't. It just don't work. It's just, people would just avoid you like the plague. It's a bit like when you see certain people in a busy town centre and they're just trying to give you information, leaflets or their canvases trying to hit sales. Like, you just avoid them. Everyone just spreads like the Red Sea. So you've got to take that same perspective. Don't just go into a page and start spamming. Build relationships. Speak to people. Add value. Give. That's how you need to be looking at it. So that's point number 6. Point number 7. Point number 7 is a powerful one that I borrowed from Joe Peluzzi from Content Marketing Institute. He actually has a new book called Content Inc. I'm going to link it up below, so check the link below. But basically in this book, he talks about one of the key important parts is something called content tilt. Now, a content tilt, simply put, is when there might be competitors or people that are delivering something that's similar to you, say marketing, but you put your own unique stamp on it that makes it totally unique and gives it that tilt. That is what content tilt is. So some people, they're already out there giving out marketing advice and all that type of thing. But the tilt that I like to put on it is I like to show practical screenshots of how-tos. Not only that, I like to give real world experiences and give you the inside secrets that sometimes people keep to themselves and don't actually release. I like to just give everything that I could possibly can, because there's always going to be more that I can give, because we're constantly learning and changing every day. And one of my strengths, I like to believe, is that I can react to the changes. So I like to give as much value as I possibly can, as no doubt there's plenty of other marketers out there that are giving loads of value as well. So you've got to look at what is your content tilt. What makes you unique from competitors, that from others that are doing similar things to you? What makes you unique? Look at that. Point number 8. What metrics will you use to measure if you're successful or not successful? Will you be measuring based on likes, shares and comments? Will you be looking at how many people subscribe to your channel or subscribe to your email? Will you be looking at sales? How many people do you convert to sales from your website? What will you be using to measure the success of your social media marketing efforts? This is what you need to write down beforehand, because then you can work out what is successful and what isn't. Now, with social media marketing, the first 6 months, you are understanding your market even more, because you're putting out content and you're seeing what works and what doesn't. And as you go along, you're going to need to make tweaks and adjustments, simply because it will show you what works and what doesn't. If anyone ever tells you that they know exactly what works for your market, most of the time they're lying, because you can't 100% tell a market until you've done a bit of groundwork, until you put a bit of work in and seen how the market reacts to the content that you're putting out. Don't forget, you might consider something as value, but it is ultimately the marketplace that puts the stamp on if something is value. So always remember that. So yeah, so that's all the points in a nutshell. Now, if there's anything that I missed or you feel that I've missed, put them in the comments below. But any questions you've got, anything like that, put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from your questions. I might even feature some questions on the show and answer them on video. So yeah, just keep me updated with that. We have to give a shout out to our sponsors as well, Agora Pulse. Agora Pulse is our choice in social media management. So if you want to know more about Agora Pulse, check out the link below. But they're a great service and they've got a lot going on. So yeah, thanks to those guys for supporting us. And guys, don't forget, if you want more videos, message me and let me know what type of videos you want. Also, hit that subscribe button.